Alright, they're going to be back in a minute, but until then. So I'm out of the paper tape and I can't leave at the moment to go get more, so I'm trying I have like a selection of inferior tapes that are not really working. But I did see your comment, Trish, about doing the X behind the knee to keep it bent. So I tried that, but it had slipped. The whole splint contraption had slipped too far by the time I got the tape on. So now it's all undone. So I am gonna have to turn the sound back off again in a few minutes, but anyway. It's hard to keep his knee bent because I have to apply quite a bit of pressure to keep the knee even at a straight angle, and it's quite slippery inside all this extra skin, so it rolls out of the way. You're the way going. I was doing one on either side for a while, and what started happening, I don't know if you can see this, because he's black and I'm wearing a dark shirt, but see how his knee is twisting this way? So not only is it hyperextended, but it's also like bending in. So I have to basically, in order to bend it, I have to get it straight and then bend. And without and because I have to apply so much pressure to actually get the bend to happen, especially when he's fighting it, then sometimes it slips out of the way. But I don't know if you see that. I did notice there were 3 different sizes of the gingerbread men, and that also they are adorable like gingerbread men. The one was pretty good size, and the curve seemed pretty good. He wasn't as excited about walking in them, but I was going to try them again just for in his downtime to see if I could get. But I had the same problem with those twisting, and then sort of pushing him in his knee in the wrong direction. But thank you. You're being very patient today. So anyway, so lots of challenges, but one of the main ones is getting whatever splinting. I feel like I have some viable splinting options. It's just getting them to stay on is a pretty big challenge. I mean, I could just give up on not pulling his hair out, and it's also hard with all this. He's got lots of skin. This is all extra skin, and so not pinching that when I'm trying to tape around it and putting a splint on there, it's kind of, and then when I finally get something on, and then he moves and it gets twisted around, and then I just have to take it off. Whoa, don't stump yourself in the face. Look, you can scratch your face. Oh, that's nice. Look, that's fun. Yeah, so Velcro doesn't work. Nothing, I mean, I've tried various haltering systems to try to tie them up like a garter belt, to hold them up. Nothing really seems to work. And he's got a little scab here from where I pinched him. And nothing that slides on will work. It has to be put around. Oh, Uncle Barty just gave you his tail. It's so nice. This is, all right, this is for John. This is for John. You can kiss his knee. Oh, there. You can do kitten on the cob. Stump on the cob. I'll kiss your knee. Oh, I got attacked. Got attacked. Oh. Yeah, that's a good suggestion to keep working on, because his knee flexing is it's gotten pretty stiff again. So it would be easier, but then the problem if his knee is flexed is that I can get it splinted easier, but he won't walk on it if it's bent too much. He prefers like a slightly bent knee for walking. But I would love to be able to, like, at night splint him in a deeper bend to keep his muscles from tightening back up. But I've got to get him back to, I've got to do more work on that, because I've been focusing more on the trying to determine if he could actually walk with his legs. Because that's what some of the prosthetics companies were asking, if he could even move. They said that he needs to be able to walk with his legs, so I was focusing on that for the last week or so, just to make sure that that's something that he is capable of doing, which I think he is, but we definitely need to practice that. But in the meantime, when he's splinted, he doesn't bend his knee at all, so. And this one's just like all twisty and crooked. Yeah, and it also has to be low profile, so that, because the bulkier it is, the less likely he is to want to walk in it. I think he has the potential also. He just is going to take a lot. It's going to be a lot of work until he's big enough. What do you have on you? Do you get some crust on you? And now, oh, he's very alert. Yes, Mr. T and Piney are coming on Sunday to stay at Tiny Kittens HQ, hopefully. We're going to see how they do. And then hopefully we can find some adopters for them. So if you guys know anyone who is in the area and looking for a pair of feral cats, I will try to broadcast some of their, I'm not going to be able to broadcast them all the time, but we will try to do their socialization sessions so you can get to know them. I think Mr. T is further along in the process than Piney is, but thing, and that I saw in the camera footage. I think he's just a mama's boy. That's why he was climbing on her back. Sunny is still hanging in there. He's still critical. And I'm not sure, I haven't heard this evening's plans yet, where he will be going. I'm guessing he's still on IV everything, which means when you have a kitten that little on IV fluids, etc., they need all sorts of monitoring and a pump and all sorts of equipment. So I'm guessing Dr. F might take him again tonight, but I don't know that for sure. We haven't seen the fourth kitten in a few days, and so I don't know what the outcome is on that one. Everyone is keeping an eye out for sure, and Nova's still out there, so he does have at least that much of a food source, but ooh, you're very cute. No, we don't think dewormer should not cause that kind of a reaction. It's more likely that it's just a combination of they're so depleted by the time we're able to catch them that they're already on the edge of not being able to survive. So it would be extremely rare for a kitten to have that severe of a reaction to dewormer. Thank you, Trish. Yes, I will do that. We don't know if Mr. T and Piney are cured from their ringworm yet, so we are going to be bathing them on the way here, and then we'll be following ISO protocol until we get a clear PCR test. We would prefer for that, it depends on how they do in captivity. If they both do okay, then we would prefer for them to be adopted together. If we'll just have to see what happens. It's hard to say for sure, but the ideal outcome would be them adopted together. Yes, fast pause. I did receive that today. We just opened things today, and that was very cool. And thank you for sending that. Yes, ringworm spores can travel through air vents. Yes, we may lose a limb or two trying to bathe them. We have talked to the ortho pet people. We have talked to the ortho pet people. And we do also have, yes, the feral essences. We have all that stuff ready to go. Yeah, ringworm spores are very small and they're very hard to kill, so that's why we have to follow such strict isolation protocol when we have a ringworm cat. So yeah, air vents, changing clothes, gloves, all that stuff. Scrubs, bleach. It's pretty rigorous. And ringworm spores can survive in the environment up to 18 months. So we have to be super careful not to let any out into the environment. You can go to tinykittens.com/ringworm if you want to find out more about the protocol we follow. His coat's really funny. It's like the black fur is really short and the white fur that's growing in is long. I don't know what's going on with your fur. I'm sure you'll be all black again one day. So far Hayes is okay. He's staying with lab staff because we don't have a specific diagnosis for what's going on with Rain or Sunny, and so we just want to make sure that he is continues to do well. Yes. I'm trying to think which one is. I think that. Oh yeah, you can use that one. Oh, it's funny. Okay. So anyway, did you just hiss because you're so ferocious? Good job, buddy. So ferocious. Alright, so I'm going to try to get this back on him. I was trying this thing to try to avoid pinching his skin, but that was a failure. He does hiss at strangers still. He's very ferocious. But he's doing pretty well, all things considered. He does still hiss at the house human, yes. Not as much anymore. But he's still a little bit ferocious. Alright, so I'm gonna try to get this back on. I don't know what I think if I just use where are you going? Oh, he's got places to be. So you can see this one has already slipped also, like his knee joint is here. His knee joint is about here on this one. And the splint is bending here for his knee. So like there's just skin, just empty skin here. So that's not keeping his knee from hyperextending too much. But it does give him some stability when he tries to walk. So it's not the end of the world. But that's why I tend to splint him more straight, because as it slides down, if it's bent, then sometimes it tends to force it to hyperextend even more. So anyway, let's see. Okay, let's see. See now. See, I tried even taping it with this stickier tape, but it did not work. So, what do you think, buddy? Should we just do straight? Maybe we'll do a slight. I'll do like this a little bit, and we'll do that. We'll try underneath. You ready? All right. So if you're sitting straight, all right. So where are you going? He also has this little trick he does where he pulls his he retracts his bone and just leaves his empty skin at the end when he's being extra scampy. Right, buddy? Oh. Ooh, he's giving me a look. Alright, I'm just gonna do this. Because... Whoa, where are you going? He says, no, you're not gonna do that. Oh, you're very cute. See, even that's a little too aggressive of a bend right now. Oh, quivering. Alright, ready? I know, buddy, you're a good boy. Go this way. Okay. Oh, goodness. No, don't fight it. Okay, good job. Good job. Alright, let me try to get this one and then we'll call it a day. That will stay on for like, I don't know, not too long, but